Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. This is episode 42 on First Floor Blogwork Stage-3 continuation. Alright, previously from episode 41, where we added an additional 800 blocks to the already existing 1,200 blocks. So here we want to see the final works of the blocks that were left in episode 41. Hence, this is episode 42. So if you haven't watched the previous episodes where we started off the first floor block work from episode 37, 38, 39, coming all the way to 41, and this is 42. Please go back and watch them so you can appreciate where we are coming from. This is a first floor apartment. I have 2-bedroom apartment on the right and 2-bedroom apartment on the left. In each bedroom, I have bathrooms and wardrobes in them. I have kitchen store, I have visitors toilet. Okay, I have the hall, you understand, and then a terrace. So the purpose of this is for a generational income. Yes, the ground floor has a 4-bedroom, okay, where it will house myself and my family, and then the top I want to rent it out to make some income, you understand, and probably in the future, yeah, my kids can have a place for themselves and that of their families. Are you getting the point? So the purpose of this was strategic, you understand. So perhaps you can take a clue from mine and come up with a different design. I don't know, because there are new ideas every day. We have innovative ways in doing things, you understand. So take a clue from mine and I believe you also do wonderful. So this is the service road, as I made mention in episode 41. These are the remains of the sand that I bought, which going for 900 Ghana cedis. There are other ones that are going for 1,200. If you want the fine sand, I think that one is going for 1,100, 1,200, and that is purposely meant for plastering, you understand. Yeah, so you have to know which sand. For me, I bought a medium. This merely for the block work, you understand. If I want to do plastering, I'll go for another fine sand, and that will probably cost me 1,000 or 1,002, depending on the distance. We are located here in Kasoa, Tetteh, you understand. Okay, Tetteh, Kakraba. So, I mean, things are not quite that expensive as compared to some other locations. So my prices might vary when I quote them, but at least you can reduce it to the lowest value. Just be careful you don't get swindled. Okay, the cost of blocks here, I'm using 5 inches hollow, 5 inches hollow, and it's a quarry dust. It's going for 4 cedis, sometimes 4 cedis 10 pesos, sometimes 4 cedis 30 pesos. It includes transportation, so I don't have to pay extra transport to convey the blocks to my site. Always make sure that whatever you do, it includes with the transportation. Even if it's a cement, make sure it includes transportation. Now, the type of cement that I'm using for the project, I'm using diamond cement, and sometimes I use soul. Looking at the high cost of gypsum, okay, I try to balance the equation. All right, so you can decide whichever way you want it, you go. All right, so hopefully the block work is coming out nicely. All right, there are other final works that need to be done. The iron rods for the lintel beams have already been prepared. Is that in your shot? Okay, and you can see that the rains earlier on was trying to destroy the plastering, the beautiful plastering that my earlier contractor did. So beautiful. I think the person he placed on the plastering was an old man, though. From Mr. Richard, he had a special person for plastering and another person for block work, and that is what you should always look for. Not all masons are good with plastering, and not all plastering masons are good with block work. Some people have specialities. Okay, so you should know whom you're going to use for your plastering. And the person who did my plastering was an old man. He had time. He was never in a hurry. You understand? So he had all the time in the world. He would take his time and do the plastering, and that's how come my plastering looks so beautiful. but then I nearly, you know, caused a whole lot of damage to it because the water was washing from the dirt from the decking all the way to the plastering. Apparently, I'm almost getting to about 8 course here. This is 8 course, all round. You understand? Yes, all around. Yes, me nkatwi na me amaka brofo na akra ma bre. Maka brofo sa. And sometimes me the trick akra be frame. Wa won't ase no per translator. Cause me say Ghana for do na ehwe channel no. I mean me ka brofo sa na maka me sisi sa. I'm even tired. My break. And you say, you know, me can't trick Accra and my camera for Accra. And blog work, you know, I'm say a higher kitchen. In the sense, you see, on my blog work, you know, 800 pieces na ya deka, you know, mason, you know, what to blog work, na up to about 8 courses because you empesi a bit twice so na kwaya tin. I have say, you know, and from a table pa. Yeah, I'm say, yeah, you are not far from the course in Tino. And from a no bar, no thing. Into baby, I do 8 courses, no. No, say, ye hena, ye cast pillars, no. Na etumi jina. And tis an assay, ye twice so 10 courses na. And ye, omujina one, ye himegu from. So what you say, And no, and where Juman yedi. As of now, the mason is almost done, and what we have to do all the time is cleaning. I always ask him to do cleaning once they are done with their work. You understand? And it's very, very important. This will also prevent water from staying on top of the decking when it rains. Because once you have all these debris all around, you know, it prevents the water from moving smoothly. You understand? So yes, you can see Michael Fassah is doing wonderful well. Okay, that's my mason, Michael Fassah. I believe you've seen his contact popping up on the screen. You can contact him. You know, he's around the same Kasoa, Bodriase, all those areas. He's good. I have Alex Dankwa, fantastic mason. Okay, yes, he was introduced to me by my plumber, Mr. Frederick Owusu, Mr. Alex Dankwa. So I have a lot of masons for you, and you have a lot of options to choose. Alex Dankwa, I made a video about him, and he's building wonderful, wonderful houses. Okay, his numbers on the screen. Please contact Alex Dankwa, okay, for all your masonry work. All right, I already published Akwasi Antwi, who is somewhere in Kumasi, but then he is not limited to Kumasi alone. He can come to Accra. Whichever masons you feel like employing, you can call them. Because Akwasi Antwi, I know, is good with plastering and designs. You understand? Blog work, because he's all around. Are you getting it? But then if you want to bring him to Accra and you don't have a place for him to stay, then it is better you get someone who is already in Accra to do your work. But if you have a place for him, then you call him to come and then he will finish your work for you. All right. So during the same time, this was June 5th. It was my birthday. I was born June 5th, 1983. Okay. It was my birthday. And this time I had a problem with my main gate. And I had to call Mr. Williams, my burglar proof man. This is Mr. Williams's house. Mr. Williams is a big man. You know, he has his own house. He has a shop for the wife, a provision shop for the wife, and he has a shop just by the side of the provision shop of the wife. So he's always seeing the face of the wife, and no wonder he's so slow, because he's always smiling with the wife. You understand? So that's Mr. Williams's house, and that's the number on the screen. You can call Mr. William for your gate fabrication, burglary proof fabrication, okay, spiral, staircase, whatsoever that you need when it comes to, you know, metals. He's there to assist you. Okay, so that's Mr. Williams's house. So when you give Mr. William money, please don't be afraid. Yeah, I normally send him money on the MTN number, the 055, okay, yeah, the 555-940592. All the time, that's the number I send, MTN number. That's Mr. William on the screen. So don't be scared. Okay, he's a fantastic gentleman. Okay, just that, you know, he's a little bit slow. So if you want to give him project, please give it to him ahead of time. Okay, yes, you should have enough time so that he will take time to fabricate whatever that you want him to do for you. Okay, he needs time. All right, so the trucks that normally brings the blocks to my house, they were quite heavy, so they destroyed the metal that the gate normally runs on. You understand? Until here I have to call Mr. William to come and repair the gate. He have to bring a new metal in that regard. Are you getting the point? So he brought the metal, and then in that same span it was drizzling. The weather was not good because we're still in the raining season. At the same time, I had the steel fixer at the top working. Okay, all right, and I think that time the wind has blown and has actually broken some of my walls. So probably in this video we might see that, and it was the main reason why quickly I have to start sourcing for board. Okay, I have to start sourcing for plywood, because looking at the cost of plywood and adding it to the cost of what I need to spend, it was too much of a burden for me. You understand? So my friend King David is a subscriber on my channel. Mr. King David is my big brother. He has assisted me in so many ways, and at this very moment when I needed a wood, he gave me. So this is King David's house. He gave me some reserve woods that he was not ready to use anymore. He gave them to me, and these pieces of wood helped me in so many ways. Yes, this helped me in casting majority of the pillars in order to, secure the strength of the walls, such that the wind that was blowing at that time couldn't have destroyed my hard work. You understand? So King David, thank you so much. I believe this was an appreciation you gave me. I'll be coming for plywood. Okay, if anybody is in somewhere Kasoa, Amasama and environs, and you have a plywood or some extra wood that you want to rent for me, or you want to give it to me to use, I can give it back to you then. Okay, so please help me out. I need woods, I need plywood, okay, for my rain gutters. I have done my lintel, so I need wood for rain gutters. Okay, all right. So this is another pillar we erected. We drilled into the floor decking and hook up the pillar onto the bars within the floor decking. So that's what we did. You could see it looks beautiful. Here you can see that my wall broke down. The wind broke the wall. Okay, it was a tragedy. It was very bad. Okay, so here also we erected another pillar. You see, we drilled and then hooked them up, and then we will cast concrete around it, and it will stand firm. At the same time, Mr. William was also working on my gate. So you can see this wall broke down. Here we are going to create another pillar here. So we're going to drill into the floor decking and then get in touch with the iron bars down there and then hook the pillar to it. So here I have the wood provided for me by Mr. King David, who is in the United States. Thank you, King David. So as of now, the gate has been repaired. Okay, it is sliding properly, but the rains came in. But then hoping that it will not destroy the concrete that have been casted by Mr. William and his crew. Mr. William is a hard-working man. And I want to re-emphasize this, for people who perhaps might have contacted Mr. William. He has a lot of work on him. So like I'm saying, if you want him to do something for you, please give it to him ahead of time. Okay, he needs ample time to do that, because apparently he has, delayed one of my favorite, customer. Okay, Madam Olivia and the husband, Mr. Tony. So my apologies for the delays, but we hope that we are going to make up to you before, the time reach. You understand? So my apologies for the delays. You need quality work. Mr. William is there to do quality work for you. So lo and behold, the pillars that we needed to create and the walls that broke down due to the heavy wind, we fixed them. This one, we've erected the walls back. The pillars also have been redone. Okay, and the corner there, we created that pillar as well. Okay, yes, we've done a lot of work. Progress has been made so far. You understand? So My in-law decided to do all this with the pieces of wood that were brought from Mr. King David. You can imagine, here I did not employ a carpenter, neither did I employ a mason. My in-law and the boys from Mr. Frederick Owusu, which is the plumber, okay, he has some boys who are working with him as an apprentice. Those boys, I think they were about 4. Together with my in-law had to brace these boards which Mr. King David gave me, and then they casted the pillars. And this is also another way of reducing cost. If you have family members who are willingly, readily to assist you, and that is another way of leveraging family assistance over cost. Are you getting the point? So it shouldn't be like, oh, money is yendi accommodate, money is yendi, oh, mamintia school fees. No. Some people should be ready to assist you with their strength. You understand? Yes, it's not only by calling and asking for money. So here you have my in-law assisting me in the highest form with such humility. You understand? Just to make sure that I don't suffer another loss. Okay? He's gathering up all these pieces of wood. He has to travel all the way to Amasaman. From Kasoa to Amasaman, we have a car in the house. He took the car, went there, packed all these woods in them and brought them to the house, and he did this all by himself. And then how many bags of cement? 5 bags. We used 5 bags. Previously they used 2 bags, another time they used another 2 bags, and then 1 bag. And then they have to cast most of the pillars in order to hold them together, because there were strong winds coming. And since the rains were in at that time, he didn't want any of the winds to destroy the work we have done. So that's Michael Fassah on the top. He has just finished his work. All right. So you could see a lot of work has been done with blog of 2,000. Okay. So in episode 43 onwards, I'm going to share with you exactly what has been done so far. If there was an additional blog we needed, yes, of course, we need an additional blog because we need to go to 10 courses. After 10 courses, then the lintel beam will come. After lintel beam, we have to go an additional 2 courses. After the 2 courses, then we go for gable or canopy. Okay, or people will say cantilever. There are so many terminologies. Canopy, cantilever, or gable. They are all the same. Okay, so that's why we'll design our rain gutters, because this is going to be a secret roofing. So in a secret roofing, you need rain gutters, whether at the back alone or you want it all around. Okay, and I think I want it all around such that once the roofing sheet company comes and they are installing the roofing sheet, they will have a place to walk around in order to install the roofing sheet properly. Okay. So that is the main purpose. I'm going to do the rain gutters all around. Are you getting it? And it is a hidden roofing. I'm going to have my poly tank at the top, my solar water heater also at the top. I'm going to face all my ACs for the first floor apartment. It should be in the secret roofing because I don't want them hanging on the wall. So you can take a clue from this. Okay, all the ACs for the apartment on the first floor will be in the hidden roofing. You understand? And then the ground floor will be at the ground. So you will not see any AC hanging on the wall or dangling somewhere. You understand? All right. So beautiful people, thank you so much. All those who have stayed with me, those who have shown appreciation, I'm so grateful. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Okay. So now this brings us to the final video or the final scenes of this episode. I'll be coming your way with another episode with site updates, with exciting moment. All right. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it to family and friends. I like the thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up more. Okay. From me to you, it's shalom. Bye-bye.